The reason why lifting weights is so important is because lifting weights, like you gotta think about it. Like the caveman days, what they did was they uh they they did a lot of running, a lot of climbing, a lot of picking up heavy objects, that's weightlifting, and a lot of walking long distances, you know what I'm saying? So the caveman back in the day, they never had any, like, you know what I'm saying, like no back issues, no fucking body pain, none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? They were just strong off the dump, you heard me? That's why, you know what I'm saying, you gotta make sure you know you're doing your exercise, especially weight lifting. You know what I'm saying? That keeps your back strong, you heard me? Like when you lifting weights, they keep your back strong, your arms strong, and your legs strong. Cause you know you putting extra gravity on you. You heard me? So you gotta lift weights, you heard me? Like for real. Like, what's one thing that all old ass motherfuckers, weak ass motherfuckers in the hospital got in common? None of them lift weight, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? You gotta make sure that you lifting weight, you feel me? Like, you gotta make sure you're on top of your game, you hear me? Like, don't be no fucking lazy ass motherfucker who ain't lifting no weights, man. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? You gotta get on your shit, you hear me? You gotta get on your grind, you gotta exercise. As soon as you get up, exercise, you hear me? That way you know that, you know what I'm saying? Your body still work, you know what I'm saying? You know that, like, you know what I'm saying? Your body still work, you know what I'm saying? You strong, you hear me? You powerful, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you read something too, you know what I'm saying? Like that way your mind straight is activated, you know what I'm saying? But lifting weights is like super important, you hear me? Like if you got back problems or if you got like any type of muscle, like any type of body weakness, lift fucking weights, man. That shit gonna fucking strengthen you, you hear me? On every level, you hear me? For real though. That shit gonna strengthen you on every level. So you know what I'm saying? Make sure you're doing your thing, you hear me? Make sure you know you lifting weights, you know what I'm saying? Go outside, do some pull-ups, you know what I'm saying? Go outside and get your exercise on, you hear me? Go for a walk, you hear me? Like do what you gotta do, you hear me? To stay on top of your game, you hear me? Stay young forever, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like the only time that a motherfucker get old is when they turn 75, you hear me? Anything under 75, you young, you hear me? Like for real. Yeah, life go by fast, that's true. That's why, you know what I'm saying? You gotta enjoy every fucking day, like to the max, you hear me? Every day that you don't enjoy is a day you just wasted, you know what I'm saying? You don't wanna do that shit, you know what I'm saying? You wanna enjoy every fucking day to the fullest, you know what I'm saying? And that's how you do that shit. That's how you do that shit, you know what I'm saying? Just enjoy every fucking day to the fullest, be on top of your game, lift fucking weights, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta lift weights, you know what I'm saying? You got to. Everyone does, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the only way to keep your body intact, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if cavemen lifted heavy objects, then we have to lift heavy objects as well. You know what I'm saying? And what is that? Lifting weights, you know what I'm saying? Like lifting something, you know what I'm saying? Every day, you know what I'm saying? Put your body to the test. Make sure you're on top of your game, you hear me? Make sure you're still functioning, you still able, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you're on top of your game though, all right? For sure.